Okay, Zamboni, this one's going, and I point to the sky, straight into the sun.
He's calling a shot.
You look like a scrap of newspaper that's gonna catch fire on the blaze of our baseball.
Yeah? Well, guess what? This scrap of newspaper is breaking news.
Oh, shit.
He's beginning to believe.
I didn't know the paper reached the maze. It's a tricky route.
You watch as Marcus sort of like gets himself ready, and as he takes every step of preparation, you feel that same almost resonant magic up from the bleachers. There is something that is a little untoward happening in this game right now. Usually this isn't allowed. Usually a demon can only be summoned via some sort of contract. A team only necessarily gets one. The fact that this team right now is fielding more than one demon is likely some sort of breach of etiquette. You feel the energies in the air shift, and for some reason, all of the complex paperwork that was set down years and years ago still allows this action to take place. Seems like, at least in this moment, Marcus is allowed. There isn't a resonant call, but somebody else seems to notice this. The giant bird on the far side of the arena stares at Marcus, its large eye twitching and fixating on him. And then it lets out a loud "Walk!" Takes swing, and before the pitch can be thrown, flies over to you.
Oh,
Ka-thung! It lands in the arena behind! Its great head looks over at you, and then it starts to, loudly, in a tongue only you can understand, complain about the legality of fielding Marcus Moafi.
Oh, come on! You can't have
It's
what
just
is bullshit?
What the hell?
What's going on? They're trying to screw the team. They're trying to screw
Ref,
the
what the hell?
Sir, madam, I fear you've terribly mistaken yourself. You seem to think that I am here in an official capacity. He sighs. He looks back at Marcus. You're really going to force my hand once again, Marcus Valafi?
Marcus's eyes flitting back and forth from the show in the stands and the pitcher's mound.
Reluctantly, ponderously, and with a heavy-hearted sigh, Ven reaches out and slides the giant foam finger off of his hand, stashes it under his seat, shakes his head, fishes around in his pocket for his notebook, flips it open, takes out a pen. Busman's holiday. Very well, very well. I assure you this will be in the official report. No, I'm not going to make an on-the-field snap judge. I'm not empowered to make that kind of judgment. No, I will not. Come on. You overstep yourself.
Hey, where do you think you're going? I'm not done with you. Hey, are you going to throw the ball, or are we in stopped baseball time right now or something?
I don't fucking know.
I'm confused.
I don't want to get in trouble. Faria turns over to you. Ven's just like, hard to get away from work, huh?
He's furiously scribbling down on the notebook. Well, perhaps something of value may come of all this. Now, show me your next play, Marcus Valafi.
Baseball's a weird fucking game. I gear up.
You
to
stare
hit
at the pitcher in
pitch.
front of you who, after a team's mascot throwing a giant fucking fit, has resettled on you. She takes the ball. She throws it. You watch as the ball flies past and hits the doors behind you. Okay, strike one.
That was so fast.
Throws the ball back over. It's fine, Marcus. See, it's fine.
Okay,
Don't get
yeah,
psyched
I'll
out.
get it next
Baseball
time.
ain't that
Sure.
scary. It ain't that scary.
Right. Not at all. I look at the giant fucking demon bird. Oh.
Okay. I'll be your catcher this time, man.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
She grips the ball and grits her teeth and throws. Marcus, it flies straight towards you. Boom! It slams into the thug behind you. Strike two.
Man, he took that like a champ.
Ah, my arm!
Oh no.
Marcus,
Yeah,
look at me.
I see you. What?
You might just be a bundle of newspaper, but don't forget, even just a little bit of kindling is enough to spark a flame.
I should set myself on fire?
Yeah.
Okay. I set my robe on fire and I wait for the next pitch.
She stares. She's like, pulling out a tactic I've seen 1,000 times. It ain't gonna work. She puts one foot down and it starts to twist, carrying all the momentum forwards as her arm arcs. You notice she's throwing a different type of ball this time. It streaks through the air towards you, wheeling end over end, carried by the Skybrood's magic. It moves almost like a corkscrew or some sort of... Gregor, your attention's drawn away for a split second. You twitch backwards. That's some sort of tornado. She throws her tornado curveball straight towards you, Marcus, and it flies through the air with all the force of a gale force wind.
I shut my eyes and I go, ah!
A hero.
You close your eyes and hit it, and you don't feel what happens next. It happens so fast, your nerves can't even catch up with it. But your eyes open and register the reality. You hit the ball. You're still hitting the ball, but in the process of it, this tornado, curveball, it's not just you hitting the ball. You could also say, the ball is hitting you. Your body wheels through the air. Marcus.
Is the ball, like, keeping pace with me? What's happening here? Okay.
The ball is braced along your bat as you throw your eyes open. You're in the
One
air.
with the ball in this moment.
You are your force, its force. They become one as your body corkscrews around, and you carry that power through your noodle-like body, allowing you to touch down on solid ground once more. You connect with the surface of this device, and there is a crack as the ball whizzes through the air. Directly in this moment, back to the pitcher, you see that demonic smile cross her face. It's been a long time since somebody hit her tornado curveball. She was actually hoping to save this for her rival, but in this moment, it seems a worthy challenger has arrived.
I feel kind of bad now. This should have been Harlock.
She reaches her hand forward, getting ready to grab it. This ball is one of the trickiest she could possibly throw, even in the process of recovering from it. Most people only have the control to place themselves back on the platform, saving their own lives. But in the process, they always wind up going the same path. They always wind up hand-delivering the ball to her. Her maze is not a mix of labyrinthine passageways. It is a single hallway leading towards one truth. You will return the ball to me. You will strike yourself out immediately. This round is over. She reaches her hand out. And Marcus, you see it over her shoulder. A specter of death, a vision of the future. It hangs in the background and you see it only for a moment. As Thog sweeps both of his arms under hers, placing her in a full Nelson.
Yes!
And then driving both of them forwards off the platform.
Oh, that's not the direction I hoped he'd go.
They both disappear over the side as the being stares down at them and then looks back up at you and points to you and disappears.
I guess I run?
The ball, ding, ding. The ball simply comes to rest on the throw's nest.
Oh, yes, yes.
I'm going to make it up here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to jump.
Yeah.
Because for this one moment, I'm going to let the strings of Big Bird attach to me. Because I know that he's going to provide a wind for his teammates to get down to the ball.
Very, very well concocted. You rush your way across the platform, and everybody watches as the announcers, and she's making her way to the melee at second basin. Seems like she's just stopped dead.
She's just standing there. Seems to be waiting for something.
She is adjusting her glasses. The glare on that hurts my eyes. You pause and you prepare yourself.
I guess I run. I don't know what else to do. I just run 30 feet.
You run 30 feet.
20, 25, 30. That gets me to the base.
You make your way
That's good,
safely
right?
to base as Bonus Thug moves over. You did great, man. You did so good out there.
Thanks. I think Thog might be dead.
Oh, shit. Bonus Thug is going to continue resting as we move. Mercy, you take a step over to the side and you start snapping your fingers rapidly. You start to perspire widely as you start to pull off a few tricks you've never performed before. One after the other. You put your plan in motion. Was it a good plan? You can only hope.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess Mercy has got that handled.
Mercy's
so,
got it handled.
I'll miss you, Thog.
Gregor takes the opportunity to jump up and launch off of this egg, which is really perfect for jumping off, it turns out,
Oh.
to intercept the people who are doubtlessly going to be flung by the Skybrood's winds towards the ball.
Oh, smart. Okay. Okay. In that case, I will make you act when they act. The Skybrood reels its wings back and lets out a mighty gust. The Skybrood lets out its large pulse of wind as you both are thrown backwards, repelled. You manage to hang on. Ripping winds cascade across your body, and you manage to somehow, Gregor, maintain your balance in the air. You weren't thrown off course at all. In fact, it puts you exactly where you wanted it to. You fly up and over it as, from behind, like a pair of wings, these two try to dart to either side, but you're ready to intercept.
Using the long reach of his glaive, Gregor sticks it out as far as he can while also sticking his opposite leg out as far as he can in an attempt to clothesline both of them.
You manage to wheel end over end and you clip one of them with your leg and you hit the other clang with the side of your glaive as you flip sideways through the air, sliding, much like your good friend Bonus Thug, across the deck, picking up a large number of splinters, ow, as you thump into the fence on the far side. You turn and watch as the person that you clipped with your leg wheels through the sky and like a malfunctioning Kier automated flying device corkscrews and helicopter whizzes through the air and hits over by third base, detonating.
I love the idea that he hit the ground first and then 3 seconds later blew up.
The one that you clotheslined, however, whizzes sideways through the sky and dong, rolls
Jay,
and
Jay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride the wind now.
Of course.
I'm going to catch this player in a full Nelson and dive over the edge
all around.
in an Azuna
Oh my
drop.
god.
Mercy just screams, "No, I'm already trying to catch one of you!"
Oh no.
You fly. As you go, the two of you disappear over the edge, and you do indeed catch the wind, so immediately you are thrown back up onto the platform. Harlock, you ride the wind straight down as from the corkscrew, You manage to pull yourself up and out, and you both levitate a perfect parabola up above the arena for a second. And then you start to pick up speed again. And you build speed, spin faster and faster, and drop with this lady straight onto the platform, head first down, thunk, flipped, KO'd? Probably not dead. You find yourself standing there, letting out a roar as the wind catches somebody else, and she touches down near the throw's nest.
I knew you wouldn't need my help.
Making eye contact with you. There's no thug to be seen. Looks like I'm the only real remaining member of my team. She makes eye contact with you. But I'm not gonna stop. Not yet.
I would think less of you if you did.
Meanwhile, in the skies, the world streaks by on all sides. He feels it blur and dance away around him, and in this moment, he feels strangely light. He got thrown off so easily. He thought, in this time, he could make a difference, that things would be different. He thought that this time, he could be a real baseball star. Something streaks down nearby him. Could it be a vision of death? A vision of the future? It watches, almost paused in the air as he realizes it's looking at him right now as he moves towards his demise. He closes his eyes, and he thinks back on everything that happened up to this point. He thinks back on his team. And he quietly wishes to himself, I just wish I could have seen him to the end. He always had that dream. He'd make it to the championship. He'd make a difference for Famine Valley. And in this moment, his eyes streak open as he realizes that great woodland that surrounds Midtown is blurred away. A segment of the countryside that enjoyed a shocking amount of verdant growth. What he sees in front of him, this is far more familiar to him. A desert streaks away on all skies, and he realizes one way or the other, he's going home. His eyes close.
Wow. I didn't know if we would get a chance to speak.
He looks around and he pats himself down. You probably get this question a lot. I'm, not dead, am I?
Well, look, I'm sure you know how this sort of thing goes. You're Al-Irani, after all. I needn't give you the whole, tiresome spiel, selling your soul, one chance at greatness, yada yada. I'm sure you've received far more suspect offers in your time.
He looks down at himself, opens and closes his hand. He sort of, exhales, inhales. Thanks. I got a question before we do this. How long have you been doing this business? Like, how long have you been watching these games?
I remember the summer, the very first Al-Iran Pee-wee League. What a fascinating sport mortals wrought, I remember thinking. To use their youth, their progeny, as instruments of a proxy war to decide greatness. Those were special days. A special year. You can never recapture that magic of seeing something for the first time, can you?
You see a smile curl his lips. Genuinely an effort that he struggles with. His body's been broken, basically reshaped into this constant frown. Hairline receded. Fingers replaced and made slightly off kilter. This is a man who struggles to express the level of happiness that he radiates in this moment. Ah, fuck. Thought I recognized you. He looks over and grins at you. So, the offer's, my soul or,
No, nothing so gauche for you. I could not, in good conscience, make my standard boilerplate offer. Not to you. Not to Baseball Johnson.
That smile fades for a moment. It's not a name he's heard in quite some time. So, what's on the table then?
All I want from you in this moment is the chance to relive some of that nostalgia I mentioned. I followed your career with great interest in your day, you know. I consider it a treat for myself, simply to give you the opportunity to continue to play, to see what you're capable of even in this degraded state. So you could say, no strings attached, no payment required upfront.
He nods. Smile still faded. He remembers something. From the heights. From the absolute height of Pee Wee Regionals. Someone watching from the crowd. He registers it. Slicks his hair back. And I only got one thing to ask.
Name it.
Put me back exactly where you found me. I'd hate to disappoint a fan. A smile spreads across his face.
Go get 'em, sport.
5 minutes earlier.
She is going to make the anvil disappear and fall downward.
Yeah.
She's going to snap twice, but try to have the momentum go up.
Do the
beneath
portal
Thog
trick where you make a
to,
portal
like,
facing up and it zooms out of it.
and then elevator him back up. She's never done this before because she's like, I don't know if that's how it works. I've never had to do that.
Mercy, he has bird bones, Mercy.
I don't really have like soft things in a smithy. That's just like not how. Wait a minute. Oh no, that doesn't have enough weight to do it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, new plan. She's going to summon a hammer, and then she's going to summon steel wool. And she's going to wrap the hammer with steel wool until it's softer, and then throw it as hard as she can into the abyss.
Oh, okay.
Snap her
So
fingers.
instead of
Yeah.
breaking his neck, he'll just have all the skin on it sheared off.
Mercy, he has sensitive skin, Mercy.
You all watch as a flash of orange overtakes the arena. There is no shift in magic. There is no change in what's happening. What has occurred is a simple shift in locale. The forest has given way to a great desert, the desolation of Oleron. You all watch as the sun reflects off the ground. A heat haze as the day comes to an end, as this round comes to an end. But something's changed. Repeated, agonized noises. The sound of a metal gong hitting something. And then a shadow. It flies over the arena and touches down directly in front of Zamboni. A man, lacerated head to toe, dripping blood, puts his foot on top of the ball. The round ain't over yet. Harlock, you stare. His minotaur is free.
That stance, his posture. I can't believe I didn't see it before.
Wait a second. She turns on her heel and she sees something. A vision of the future? A sign of her death? No! She pauses and looks at the man in front of him. That's baseball legend. Baseball Johnson!
The greatest to ever lace up a pair of cleats.